Pruning Rose by Austen Tucker. The body's tallow-yellow fingers reached toward the closet like a living corpse, draped in bluish LED light. Its fingers found purchase on a bright yellow sundress and pulled it from the hook. Rose hated when I moved the body without her permission, but I had to get ready. It was my birthday, and I had an important date to catch. We fought over the body like dueling marionettes, Rose working on her code, me trying to go out for the night. As we fought, I looked to the bed and I saw her lying there, lifeless, a wire to her temple and two eyes gently staring at the glow of a terminal projected over her condo window. Who needs wallpaper with a background like this, she would tell anyone she shows it to, and I made fun of her for it every time. What are you working on? The screen froze and the body ground to a halt. From the speakers came Rose's voice. Are you probing my thoughts? No, they bleed over when you're paying attention, and you promised that once we moved on to disc, we'd share time better. You've not been doing that so far, Rose. Right. She paused for a moment before going limp once again. On her screen, I could see a knife whittling away blocks of data like one used to see Scrimshaw in Bone. And yes, I can hear her thoughts when she's coding like this. She's so happy when she's doing it that she practically gives her thoughts away over the wide broadband. Bless. But this was eating into my birthday weekend, and I was tired of waiting. She'd already taken one of my days that week, but this had been going on for months. I nudged her shoulder, extra gentle, trying to rouse her. The body stood lifeless, a naked mannequin holding a dress, while the two alters who just couldn't find their way to sharing argued over who would control. Rose! The body groaned. Rose, come on, you promised! 5 more minutes. I stamped my foot. I gave you 5 more hours earlier. Come on, I had an appointment in the enchanted forest with Vivian. I'm late. The body we shared shuddered and heaved. Rose woke from her deep stupor with a shot. Gods, Daffodil, what is it? Oh. Oh, is that all you have? I focused really, really hard for a moment, and the mouth started to move. Come on, Rose, you can't keep me out forever. Let me get dressed at the very least. Rose rolled from the bed and slumped to a sitting position. Just 5 more minutes, please. I was in a groove. Nope, now! The body jerked again, as if lightning had just shivered through its shoulders. I have been quiet, I have been good, and I didn't even ask to run solitaire on our server box while I waited. I'm so close, Daffy. Well, it can wait. No, I mean, close to finalizing our separation. My reply caught in my throat. Rose closed her eyes and pinched her temples between 2 fingers. Hard. Look, please, I just need 2 more minutes and then I can run the script, okay? I'm getting a headache from hearing you talk. Just chill out, please, and you can go have your date just in a second. I promise. I flashed a toothy smile at Rose. What's in it for me? She stood from the bed, still naked, and approached me. She put a hand on my chest. I'll give you my next full week if it doesn't work. Promise. Just 5 more minutes. I'll go to sleep after that, and you can have the body for as long as you want. I could hear Rose's happiness in my head. It buzzed like bumblebees in ungrounded 120-volt circuits. Of course I wanted her to continue. Okay, but I get to watch. The body went ramrod straight for a moment, and then, without a word, disappeared into the shower. I could hear the water hissing, feel the humidity go up. But me? I wasn't there. Rose loved to send the body off for routines. Automation meant more time coding, and nothing in the world made her happier. Yeah, I thought it was weird, but what she does with the body is her prerogative. Just like meeting Vivian in the Enchanted Forest is my prerogative. It's weird, I know. We make it work. This is it, Rose said. You ready? I swallowed, hard. No. It's okay. I'm not ready either. Just do it fast, please, before I talk myself out of it. The progress bar filled. My veins began to crackle. Soon, she said. It's funny, actually. Rose crawled over to the window and tapped a few keys. We were alone, and it was quiet, save for the sound of the shower running. The progress bar moved ever forward. What's funny? Just when we were in that hospital, I twirled my finger in the air idly as if trying to draw the memory in closer. Back in the real world, before all of this. Yeah? Back when we shared a real body, I said, smiling. Remember the hospital? The antipsychotics? The therapists? The therapy groups? Oh my God, so many therapy groups. So many people asking me where Daffodil was, Rose said. A smile cracked her stony demeanor for one singular moment. I squeezed her hand. I'm proud of us. I am too. Will I forget you? I don't know, Rose said. Will it hurt? She had no time to respond. The progress bar hit 100% and the world turned upside down. I felt my skin singing, first in bliss, then agony. I tried to scream, but my body was suddenly 5 feet to her left, mouth gaping, face twisted in agony, somewhere between bliss and blisters. Just a few seconds more, Rose said, though her voice was far, far away. My mind swirled with digital detritus, as if the universe had a sick, twisted sense of humor, flashing my life before my eyes. No, not my life. Rose's life. I remembered password-protected memory boxes, of privacy, of focus, room to breathe, of wanting a single solitary goddamn moment of privacy, but then it was Rose on the net, Rose coding into the night, Rose ignoring my friends' calls, Rose obsessed with the partition program, Rose just being so Rose. I remembered lying in bed together in the body shaking, the body scribbling a last will and testament before paying a doctor to cut it all off, leave us nothing but the gray matter prison that contains us both. Rose and I held hands in the inky blackness for a brief moment. Then a security camera filled my vision. I looked down onto a grayish-white brain in a jar. Our brain, no eyes to see with and no eyes to hear the zeros and ones assaulting my synapses every second. I felt data streaming through my brain like a Tesla coil seeking ground. It tickled, then it hurt, then it burned. The data, a white-hot ray of sunlight directly to the temples. I came to in the shower. I grabbed a towel and dried off in a haze. The world felt awkward somehow. Askew. I felt sad. The rain outside made me feel sad like that when it pattered against the window. There was a nerdy girl on the screen, all smiles, wearing the yellow sundress and misty eyes. I laid my fingers on the window where the girl stood, and for a moment she met them with her own. She stared, and for a moment we were two mirror images of polar opposite selves. I could swear I knew her. Who are you? I asked. A friend of a friend, she said. You were crying. Are you okay? She fanned away the tears. It's nothing. I'm sorry. I'm just proud of you. For what? She threw her arms up in celebration. For turning 40, of course. What are you going to do with it? Funny you mention. I'm going on a date. I pulled away from the wall and gave a twirl so the girl could see my yellow sundress. What do you think? It's beautiful. I giggled. Wait! Whoa, we match! We must share good taste. I guess. I sat in silence with them for a moment. But seriously, who are you? The girl paused. I'm nobody, Daffy. I'll see you in cyberspace. You might, but I don't spend a lot of time online, though. I pulled an ancient brick of glass and metal and showed it to the screen. See? I still have a smartphone. The girl laughed. I love that for you. I left you a present by the door, Daffodil. I hope your girl enjoys it. The screen faded away, and for a moment I felt a pang of sadness. My eyes trended to the door, and I saw a small black ring box open with a single lab-grown diamond set in the center. Vivian was bound to love it. Then, with a song in my heart and my feet dancing in the clouds, I grabbed an umbrella and buried myself with thoughts of Vivian, the forest, and our future life together after she said yes to my proposal, until finally I felt comfortable and cozy, buried in the love that I felt in that moment. Whoever that lady was, I was happy for the gift. I slipped the ring into my purse and went out into the rainy, digital Chicago evening, umbrella in one hand and ring in the other, ready to make my Vivian say yes.